Oh my God, I just filmed like a 13-minute long rant about how I fucking hate my computer because I had been testing out the Jeffree Star concealer for a week and a half, and I had all this footage that I imported to my computer because I didn't want to lose storage on my phone and everything. My computer crashed and my iMovie like lost everything, and I just found it now. So y'all, I was fucking pissed. Anyways, hi, my name's Rachel. Welcome to this fucking channel, whatever the hell it is. I've been testing out the Jeffree Star concealer and setting powder for the last like week and a half. I initially bought the shade C4, which is way too fucking light for me. I always just assume that I'm paler than I am. Apparently I have medium light skin. I'm not like a ghost like I fucking feel like, but and typically in my experience, when I've used anything that is too light for me, even if it's supposed to be like a really good formula, it'll always look like dry and patchy on my forehead and just make me look like shit in general. So I did order C11 and that came in, and that's my shade. That's the shade that I'm supposed to fucking have. It is exactly the same color as my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. So, you'll see the first few clips are of me like using the wrong shade, so my makeup looks fucking awful and the creasing is absolutely exaggerated. And then once my correct shade came in, I tested that. It did still crease a lot. It wasn't as noticeable because it wasn't such a stark difference, but it does crease right here on my under eyes, not just right up next to it, like it creases way down here. My Maybelline Instant Age Rewind does not do that. Both of the concealers, they do have a very similar texture. They have a similar coverage, like you can still see the dark bags through the concealer. It's not like a super full coverage concealer. I don't think it's a bad concealer. I have seen a lot of positive reviews of this concealer, people just ranting and raving about it, but for me it didn't like blow me away the way that I wanted it to, the way that I was like, I have been waiting for this concealer like ever since I started using Jeffree Star products. I was like, oh my god, if he ever comes out with like a foundation or a concealer, it's gonna be so fucking bomb. Like, he's gonna get the formula right. And it may be that for some other people, but for me it's my Instant Age Rewind, but it creases. It didn't work for me like I had hoped. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm going to continue to use it because I spent $22 fucking on it. The C4 though, this is way too light for me and I won't use this as like an eye primer or anything. I have used this, but my face is always clean when I use it. If there's anybody out there that wants a free used C4, fucking hit me up with your address and I will send you this shit because I'm not gonna use it and I don't want it to go to waste. So if you want C4, which is part of the lightest part of the shade range and it's the rose undertone, I'll fucking send it to you. I do like the powder. To me, it smells less like cotton candy and more like the Flintstones vitamins, if you've ever smelled that, which is good. Like, I mean, it smells delicious. It just smells a little bit more sour than like regular cotton candy, like how it's supposed to smell. So when I first received the items, I opened them and you can see here the powder still has the sticker inside of it, but there's powder all over the inside. So I don't know if that was a shipping error and it just got banged around and some stuff got knocked loose, but I had not peeled the sticker off yet, as you see in this clip. Doesn't bother me a whole lot, just, you know, that might be a fluke. The first clips of me trying the makeup on, I am not speaking. I am being very quiet because Molly was here and this is my like guest room slash office slash makeup situation. And so she was like trying to sleep on this pull-out bed right next to me. And so I didn't want to talk. So it's just silence. I'll put some music over that. But yeah, tested it out for a week and a half. I work in a leasing office, so I do deal with people a lot. I'm inside and outside. So I get to test the environments against the concealer as well. I am kind of let down buy the concealer, but I don't hate it. I'll continue to use it because it was expensive, but I think I'm gonna stick to my instant age rewind as far as what I'm repurchasing, because that works for me. That is what works for me. It gives me the same exact coverage as the Jeffree Star concealer, honestly, and it doesn't crease on me, ever. The powder I do like. I don't know if I will repurchase it. I might go back to my Laura Mercier, but I mean, it's gonna be a long time before I have to purchase powder again, because I currently have the Beauty Bakery flour powder as well as the Jeffree Star Magic Star setting powder. So I'm good on that for a while. Anyways, the Jeffree Star concealer is all right. I don't think it's worth the $22 for me personally, because it does crease a lot. And one of the things that he said was like, it doesn't crease, but like it's all up in all of my fucking lines. So I don't know if I'm using it incorrectly, but I blended it out with a beauty blender, which the beauty blender has to be very damp in order for it to blend out. The powder is nice, it's blurring, it smells great, it works. And if it's less expensive than the Laura Mercier powder, then yeah, I'd say it's worth it, because it smells really nice, it's really pretty, and it does the exact same thing as the Laura Mercier. If you're into it, then go for it. The wand having more stuff in it, because he said he had the doe foot designed, so in the middle there, it's got that hole so it holds more product. I mean, yes, technically you can swipe it a bunch of times, but the product, you have to flip it. And so you get two really good ones, one kind of mediocre one, and then the rest are pretty light. So really, I have to dip back into it if I want the coverage that I want. So this is the first swipe that I did. Pretty opaque. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flipped it over, got some more product, and then here. So it really, I don't know, you still have to dip back into it. I don't dislike this concealer. I am disappointed that it creases on me how it does, because I was really looking forward to this being like my holy grail fucking concealer. I do really like Jeffree Star's products. I have the Thirsty palette, Blood Sugar, Blue Blood. I have two of his powder highlighters, one of the liquid ones, lip scrub, tons of liquid lips, some of the lip ammunitions, the mirror. Like, I have a lot of Jeffree Star stuff. I want to give a fair and honest review, so even though I am a fan of Jeffree Star's products, this concealer is not as great as everyone is hyping it up to be. I've seen so many like tweets and other people's videos of just like, oh my god, the Magic Star concealer, it's changed my life, it's so amazing. And you know what, maybe it did, maybe it changed those lives. Makeup is different for everybody. For me personally, it creased so fucking much under my eyes, and I was so fucking looking forward to this concealer. Sorry I wasn't talking that whole time. Molly was like sleeping right next to me and I felt weird about it. But this is my finished look for the first time trying out the Jeffree Star concealer. My forehead has like, I don't think you can see it on camera. I tried to show it, but like the same thing happened whenever I used the ColourPop No Filter concealer. It gives me this like weird textured, like deserty kind of look, and it wasn't as easy to blend out as everybody, like the things that I've seen about it is, oh my god, this concealer is a dream, it's amazing. And all the video demos I've seen have been like, oh my god, it blends out so amazing. I don't know if my sponge was just too dry, but I had to like work for it a little bit, and it doesn't look bad. I don't feel negatively, like my under eyes look fine. You can still see the darkness through the concealer, but I didn't put that much on because I didn't know what it was going to be like, and so I didn't want to like go heavy just out the gate like slathering that on. I think it covers about the same as my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind does, so I mean, I'm not mad at it. I did notice under my eye, my lines are kind of exaggerated more than they normally are. I also think this shade C4 is a little too light for me. This is day one. I'm just gonna be showing you like when I'm getting ready for work, and I'll check in throughout the day, like when I get chances at work to see how it is. It doesn't feel bad on my face. It's definitely very lightweight. It was a lot more difficult to blend than I expected. I'll try with a wetter sponge again tomorrow. I don't ever blend with brushes, so that's not going to be how I test it because that's not how I do my makeup. And I used the Kosas Oil Foundation. That's what's on my skin right now. But yeah, you'll see me later for some checkout. It is now lunchtime. This is natural light. I just ordered another color, C11, because I think this one is way too light for me. So I am going to continue testing this out, but I also want to test out the color that better suits me, because maybe I will think differently if that's the case. So this isn't going to be out for a while. All right, I've got some mega creasing underneath my eyes here. If I was judging it based on just this one run, I would say that I don't like this concealer, but I'm gonna wait on the correct shade to come. So hopefully that'll look better, and see if I'm just doing something wrong, but I'm gonna test this out for multiple days so that we see how it wears, all right? I ain't just gonna bandwagon, even though I love Jeffree Star. Right now I'm creasing. Okay, day two with the concealer that is far too light for me. Squeeze my sponge out of my towel a little bit because that was wet. Everybody that I've seen review this concealer so far has said that the concealer just sits there and waits for you to do it. It doesn't dry. You can just blend it out. But you see how hard I'm working to blend out this little line just on my face that I just put there? Is that just me? Am I the only one that that's happening to? Now yesterday my forehead looked really scaly and dry, so hopefully it doesn't look like that today. And I think that might also just be caused by the fact that it is too light of a shade for me, because that's happened to me in the past. So when C11 gets here, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I feel like you can still see the darkness through this concealer. I can't place what this powder smells like. It's not cotton candy. That's what people are saying that it smells like, but it's got an extra little zing
of a smell in there. And I can't place where I've smelled that before, but I'm gonna think about it. Okay, it's not looking scaly right now before the powder. Okay, it's not scaly today. Kind of smells like a Flintstone vitamin. Does anybody else know what the fuck I'm talking about? I don't dislike this concealer. You saw in another clip that from yesterday, the very first day, that it was like creasing underneath my eyes throughout the day. And like you can see right now, the lines. My fine lines, I feel like, are being exaggerated, and like throughout the day, they were getting progressively worse. So I'm gonna time lapse the rest of my makeup, and then I'll do check-ins throughout the day.
All right, well, this is the completed look. I will give you check-ins throughout the day and let you know what's going on. I think today it looks a little bit better. I'm still a little, you know, put off by the brightness of it because it's too light for me, but it doesn't look bad. It was easier to work with my sponge being more damp, definitely. But I do kind of feel like it makes my under eyes look a little bit dry. That's just me, but we'll see how it warms up to my skin throughout the day. Yesterday, I hated my makeup throughout the day. I was like, every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, no. So hopefully that goes better today. So it's a little after 11 a.m. right now, which means I've had my makeup on for about 3 hours. And today I am right now much happier with the way that my makeup looks than I was yesterday. So I don't think the lightness is too terrible of a contrast. I still would prefer to have the color that's closer to my skin tone, but only slightly lighter. I ordered C11, and I think that'll be closer to the shade that I use in my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I do think I want to also test the Age Rewind against this and like put the Age Rewind on one and the Jeffree Star on the other to see what the differences are. And hopefully it doesn't look too crazy, but I'm trying to give you an in-depth look into this concealer. Multiple day wear tests, multiple different things that I'm testing. So is it the powder, is it the concealer? Does it hold up to my Age Rewind? Like, I'm gonna give y'all the fucking tea, okay? Okay.
So today I'm going to be testing the Jeffree Star powder on top of my regular concealer to see if it's the powder or the concealer that I don't like. Because so far, the last, 2 days in a row that I've used the concealer, it's left me with really, really fine lines like that are pronounced underneath my eye at the end of the day, and that normally doesn't happen. I just woke up, so that's why I have like bags like crazy under my eye right now, but it doesn't normally happen with my Age Rewind, so I'm gonna test that today. So that concealer blended out very, very easily. Now I'm going to take the Jeffree Star powder. All right, so that is my concealer with that powder. Okay, so you can still see the same lines that I get underneath my eyes right there, but the real test is later when the lines that are down here start to, oh my God, these bags in this angle is so great. Can't wait till I get my coffee. Okay, and just like yesterday, I'm gonna do my makeup in a time lapse.
Okay, and this is my completed makeup look for the day. Here's a close-up of my skin. I like my concealer a lot better today. It doesn't seem as stark of a contrast to the color that the Jeffree Star concealer is, and the powder looks really good on top of my concealer and my whole face. We'll see how it lasts throughout the day. See if I get any of those weird ass lines like I got the last couple of days. And then I will test the Jeffree Star concealer with the Beauty Bakery flower powder, which is the powder that I normally use. And then maybe I'll just, you know, do them both at the same time. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out, and hopefully my correct shade will come soon and then I can test that too. So yeah, this video is kind of very detailed. Sorry, but you're welcome. I don't know. I'll see you in a little bit.
So it is 12:45 p.m. So I just got back from lunch, and today I feel like my makeup looks so much better. I don't have the crazy creasing going on. It's just normal. So I think the powder is good and it works with my regular concealer. I think it's the concealer that was creasing like crazy. So I will try the concealer with my regular powder, the Beauty Bakery flower powder, and see if that has any difference. And you know, we'll keep it going. But for today I'm much happier with my makeup, and I don't find myself cringing when I look at myself in the mirror. So that's nice. About 10 minutes away from going home, and my concealer looks fantastic. And this is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Wow, can't say words, but yeah. So far the creasing I'm gonna attribute to the concealer, but we shall see. Okay, today I'm gonna wear the Jeffree Star concealer. I still only have C4. The new shade should be coming today, and then tomorrow and the next day I'll be wearing that. So I'm gonna wear the Jeffree Star concealer with my Beauty Bakery flower powder to see if that makes any sort of a difference in the creasing, since that has been my main issue, other than it's too light. The concealer is a lot easier to blend if your sponge is very damp, by the way. Like, oh, also, I ordered Halo Kiwi. When I first started getting subscribers, it was because I tested out Tati's Halo Beauty as soon as it came out. That's where most of you guys came from. And then I just started doing my own thing, and I did it for like a month, and I was like, I don't want to take 2 pills every single day for the rest of my damn life to have good skin. Like, it's not worth it to me. But Halo Kiwi, I believe, is just 1 pill a day, and I could just set it here on my vanity and take it while I'm doing my makeup. And you know, I just want to give it a go. Why not? Maybe I'll document it. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna try it for longer than a month. Seems like it's still getting pretty good responses from people who are using it, so you know, my skin could use some help. All right, so I've got the Jeffree Star concealer on. I'm gonna use my Beauty Bakery flower powder. That pours out very quickly. Here's what that looks like up close. And now I'll time lapse the rest of my face. See you in 30 seconds.
Okay, so this is the finished look. Just, you know, face of makeup. The angle that my phone sits at when I do this is so weird. I always feel like it looks much better at this angle, so lighting matters. I got a little spot of mascara right here, but that's fine because that's where my glasses sit. But yeah, this is what my skin looks like right now. I think it looks pretty good. We'll see throughout the day. My boss is not here for a week, so I can check in while I'm at the office throughout the day. Okay, see you in a little bit. All right, it is lunchtime right now. It's noon o'clock, and so far it looks like things are holding up.
except I do have the creasing happening. Okay, so it's the concealer that's creasing under my eyes because today I used my Beauty Bakery flour powder on top of it, and it's still giving me that line right there, which my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind doesn't give me. I do have these little small lines directly underneath. Well, there's my food on my hand. Like immediately underneath my eyeball, but down here, that doesn't normally happen. I need to wash my fucking hands. Also, I just watched Tati's fucking Bye Sister video. Holy shit.
Good morning. It is May 11th, and I have a pimple on my head. I also just got Halo Kiwi. I'm trying that. My shade C11 came in yesterday, so I'm going to be using that. I swatched it on my hand and it looks way closer to my correct shade, so I hold the C11. So you see how much lighter C4 is? Well, oh, there we go. Oh, that's a much better color. Look at that. I have experienced consistently creasing underneath my eyes. And now I want to make it very clear that I have fine lines underneath my eyes right here, just underneath the bags. When I use my normal concealer, my Instant Age Rewind, they show up, but when I use this concealer so far, lines down here have started to show up late in the day. So, coincidence? I think not. Whoa, I blended this out before I blended the rest of my face out. That's not how I do things. Guess we're going backwards. Okay. It does blend out a lot easier if you use a more damp sponge as opposed to like really wringing it out, which is what I usually do. So now I've been using an even more damp sponge, which has been leaving my face more oily throughout the day because, you know, a wet sponge puts moisture on your face. And I use an oil foundation and I have oily skin. So yesterday my forehead was super fucking shiny. I like that color a lot better. I already feel better about the way my makeup looks. Jeffree Star Rose Powder. The formula looks very hydrating. I don't think it has a crazy amount of coverage. Is there a spider inside of that light? Oh God. Oh my nightmares. Y'all, there are so many fucking spiders here. Like, I've killed several in my house. Well, I make my boyfriend kill them, but I killed an itty bitty teeny tiny one that fucking was right in my face. It was on my wall by my front door jamb, and I was putting my heels back on to go back to work yesterday after lunch. And I didn't see it until I was this close to it, and I about had a heart attack. And I found something to kill it with, but I was like, I'm terrified of spiders. I fucking hate spiders so much. And then yesterday, after I took off my makeup, I came out of the bathroom and I was going to get a drink of water or something. And on our bedroom door was one that was like that fucking big. And I sidestepped so hard away from it. And I had to catch my breath because I was just like panicked. And I had to get my boyfriend to kill it because I fucking can't. But now that it's starting to get warmer, the fucking spiders are coming out here. And it's beautiful in Washington, but spiders are a thing here, and I don't like spiders at all. Oh yeah. Oh, there's definitely a spider in that light because it moved. It's on the other side of the light now. Oh God. Oh my God, and it's a big one too. Fuck. Okay, that looks so much better. All right, you probably know the drill by now. I'm gonna time lapse the rest of my makeup.
All right, and this is the finished look. I went for more of a neutral matte look today. I mean, not my face, my skin is never matte. I think having the correct color of concealer helps a hell of a lot. I'm much happier with my makeup today. I think my under eyes look nice. They kind of look a teensy bit dry, but not from afar. It's only if you're like really close up. But from far away, I think it makes me look kind of airbrushed. I do still see darkness through it and didn't really cover my pimple up here. In the concealer's defense though, I did blend it out with a damp beauty blender, and that typically makes things a little bit more sheer. I don't ever blend concealer with a brush, so I don't have like a concealer blending brush to do that with, and I don't want to do that. But I mean, I'm not mad at it right now. We'll see how it wears through the day again and see if I still get those lines way down here at the end of the day. And then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do one side Jeffree Star, one side Maybelline. See how they hold up compared to each other. But I mean, I like the way that my makeup looks.
Alrighty, so it is about midway through the day. It's 1:51 p.m. to be exact. And the lines are happening right here underneath my eyes, like down into the dark circles. So I smile a lot, you know, hey, and that's where those lines are created. But normally with the concealer that I normally use, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, I don't get that. So it keeps happening. I don't know if I've just applied it wrong or whatever. The concealer like is nice and I think it looks good. It feels good on the skin, but I keep getting this creasing underneath my eyes. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but that's what I'm experiencing. The C11 is a really good color for me and I like it a lot. And tomorrow I'm going to test it against my Maybelline. I'll do C11 on one and my Maybelline on the other side. Same powder, same everything else, see how they hold up. It's not a terrible amount of creasing. Also, this always happens, so just, you can ignore that. It's not the worst amount of creasing that I've ever had. I just notice it because I don't normally have that, and it's supposed to be crease proof, isn't it? Isn't that one of the claims? And look at my forehead wrinkles. I'm seeing those as well. As of right now, my crinkles be showing. Okay, it is the end of the day. It is almost 5 o'clock. There's 3 minutes till. And yeah, I've got major lines underneath my eyes, which does not normally happen with my Maybelline. And it happens also when I use the flower powder from Beauty Bakery as well. So I think it's the concealer, it's not the powder. I like the powder. The powder is great. I don't think it's necessarily anything super special. I think the packaging, like always, is very, very cute. I think the smell is really nice, and I think the powder performs well. The concealer, though, is settling into all of my lines. So that's kind of disappointing because I was really hoping that this was going to be a revolutionary product, and you know, everybody and their mother is talking about how fucking amazing this concealer is, and just, I don't like these lines under my eyes. And they don't normally show up.
Okay, good morning. It is Mother's Day. Today we're going to be testing the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind against the Jeffree Star concealer. Let's do Maybelline on the right side and then Jeffree Star on the left side. We're going to set it with the Jeffree Star powder because the powder works. Like, it's the only thing that's different about the powder is it smells like Flintstones vitamins. But it works really great. Jeffree Star Concealer in C11.
Haven't set them yet. Here are the up closes of both of them. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, Jeffree Star. I feel like you can see creases underneath my eyes on both. I feel like this one's a little more pronounced, but maybe that's just my eye. What I'm looking for is later in the day when down here I start to get those creases. So I'm gonna set them. Here they are both set. I feel like there's more lines underneath my eye here than there are here, but I mean, again, my eyes normally crease under there. What I'm looking for is later when these lines come through. To me, they both look like they have the same amount of coverage. It doesn't feel like there's any difference in that. You can see the darkness in my inner corners right there. So let's time lapse the rest of my makeup and get this day started. All right, so this is the completed look for Mother's Day. I used the Modern Renaissance palette on my face. My eyebrows, I think, got a little bit wonky, but it's gonna be fine because they look kind of okay, and my glasses are gonna mostly cover them. So again, this side is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This side is the Jeffree Star. Right now, they look the same to me. So I'll check in throughout the day, but I think I'm having a good makeup day. Okay, it is lunchtime, and I don't think I see any significant differences in the concealer. There may be slightly more lines on this side. Oh, that close-up though. You see where I smile and my eyes wrinkle right there? On this side, I don't see it as bad. We'll see. All right, it is 5 p.m. now. I'm about to leave work, and I do see more creasing down here on the Jeffree Star side. I don't see it so much on the Maybelline side, and I haven't really been interacting with people that much today. It's Mother's Day, so not a whole lot of people have come in, and these lines come when I smile and, you know, I talk like this and everything. So I haven't been doing that today a lot, but I mean, I do see them right here, but I don't see them really over here. I don't know what this is. I don't think that is a line. It's just part of my skin. But yeah, so the Jeffree Star concealer creases on my under eye like fucking crazy. Why? Thanks for watching this video. The concealer didn't work for me. I'm gonna continue using it though because I paid $22 fucking for it. The powder's pretty good.